former members of the New People's Democratic Party, nPDP, make that N small, within the All Progressives Congress.
That's the new PDP.
Yes. They have, of course, registered their displeasure on the treatment meted out to them in the party.
In a 4-page petition signed by Alhaji Kawu Baraje and former governor of Osun State, Prince Olagusoye Yelola, the new PDP members complained bitterly that they have not been given adequate recognition for their sacrifice and contribution to the party's victory at the 2015 general elections.
And other grievances registered by the nPDP members include non-inclusion in the Federal Executive Council, no significant patronage, and appointments into executive positions in various government agencies. They've also accused the APC of marginalization, unkept promises, and general lack of consultation, non-recognition, and even persecution of former nPDP members and leaders by the party and the government.
Well, is there a chance that they may leave the APC? Well, that's a very big question that we want to ask. But at the moment, let's bring in Abuja studio, Deputy Coordinator of Buhari Media Organization, Aliyu Abdullahi, and that's in Abuja. But in Lagos here, we have spokesperson of the APC Lagos chapter, Joe Igbokwe, in the studio here. Thank you very much indeed for coming.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Let's begin with Abdullahi in Abuja. Well, the new PDP members have come up with several positions, accusations against the APC. Well, do you in any way smell blood?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, let me put the question again. The new PDP has come up with accusations, their grievances against the APC. Do you in any way smell blood?
I can say this about the grievances of the new PDP. One thing I want to make it clear is, you see, when people come under a political platform or any kind of group whatsoever with a common objectives, I would like to believe that the objective of a political party like APC or the members that are in APC is to actually deliver on the promises they made to Nigeria. That means they wanted to salvage the country from the bad governance that was actually the order of the day when the APC, when we came in at that time. So the goal and objective was to actually deliver good governance, irrespective of who are in the helms of affairs. And again, about the cry of marginalization and so on and so forth, I feel this shouldn't be the case. They could have something to talk about, but also it shouldn't actually prompt them to actually give an ultimatum of leaving the party if really they really want the success of this administration and this party. If the party or the government is working well, then it doesn't really, at the end of the day, matter who are where they are. And let's not forget, the new bloc, the new PDP, has the number 3 position in this country, has the number 4 in this country, and even most of the governors that came in were elected back on the platform of APC back into the National Assembly. And one of the governors is a minister today and holding a very big portfolio in the government. So, and I don't know what the cry of marginalization is about. Is it about a personal interest or is it for the country? Because if it is for the country, then we should actually concentrate on how to move this country forward, not what reward will come to individual for our contributions done in the past to actually bring the party into being.
Okay, that's a very interesting point that you throw in there as to whether these allegations have to do with personal interest or the overall interest of the nation. Let's bring it to Joe Ibokwe, the APC chieftain. Good morning again.
Good morning.
You're already smiling.
Thanks for
Is it not absurd that we're even having this kind of discussion? The perception then, of course, is that the APC is really not a united front. It's not one united, indivisible party. You still have these blocks. nPDP, CPC, ANPP, ACN, and the rest of them. Are you saying that the party has really not been one party all this while?
No, you know, during the formation of APC, you had what is called legacy parties.
Yes.
ACN,
CPC,
ABGA, NMP, some part of NMPP, some part of ABGA.
Yes.
And, you know, these are the legacy parties. And it was not an accord when we decided to come together. It was a full, forming a full party. And once you go in,
please, can
you don't have
increase the volume?
The chance to go back. So that was it. Because the idea, Nigeria was the focus. How do we move Nigeria forward? How do we add values to Nigeria? That was the focus, to build a brand new Nigeria.
That was a focus, but it seemed that
No,
focus has not really been achieved because they, okay.
Yeah, we're talking about nPDP.
Yes, nPDP.
We shouldn't be talking about it now. Is it because you came in the other day and you just feel that you're not being taken care of and then you want to go? Yes. Anybody that is going into something must have something, want what he wants, something to put on the table or something that he wants. I remember in those days when we go to play football as kids, they say, those who go to play football must also take part in taking the oranges. Yes, that's allowed. But we must look at the background. Just in the background, where we're coming from. Dynamics have changed. Fundamentals have changed. The focus is Nigeria. Did you come to APC to come and eat or to come and work? That was the issues. That was the issue.
Yeah, but they're saying they have worked. Their contributions actually led to the victory of the APC at the 2015 general elections. And they have not been recognized. Nobody has said, well done, no patting on the back.
He had just told you the positions they are occupying. Number 3, number 4. Most of them are now governors. Some of them ministers. So these things are not personal affairs. You cannot be jumping from one party to another every other day because the focus is how do we rebuild a battered and decimated nation?
Nigeria.
That should be the focus. Because there are no oranges to share. There are no cakes to share. We need to
bake the cake?
Bake the cake. We need to bring the oranges. There should be issue, don't be. I call this blackmail.
All right, but
I call this blackmail.
All right,
but whether it's going to work is another thing. I've said that the dynamics have changed. The fundamentals have changed.
All right.
So if anybody is coming into, because it's not business as usual. That's the difference.
All right,
before, it was, once you find yourself in position of authority, you do whatever you like.
All right,
20,000 accounts are no longer there for you to go and take money. So that's the problem.
All right. Those part of the dynamics that have changed?
But Joe, you must
understand. Are those part of the dynamics that have changed?
That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
It's no longer go easy, going to milk a cow.
Okay, all right. All right, but they have raised quite a number of concerns.
I read everything.
And yes, and you must understand. So I'm not going to lay them on the ground again before you. Now you must remember that this happened under the last administration when the PDP was in government, and these ones pulled away from the PDP to form an alliance with the All Progressives Congress, yes, which brought about the victory of the APC. Is there not a sense in which their concerns must be addressed so as not to allow what happened to PDP to happen again to the APC in 2019.
No, that's why I said that anybody who partake when we were young, who take part in playing football during halftime, oranges are shared before you go back to the field. Yes, there is something for you. But there must be something for you to have something. There must be something on the table for you to have something.
They already put something on the table.
Yes. If we have something on the table, then you can be sure. I believe that the leadership of APC, the president should be able to look at the grievances, but let it not be a black belt.
Okay.
Because like I've said, the dynamics are no longer there. The fundamentals are no longer there. We are building a new Nigeria. Even though some people may not say it, I can see it, I can feel it. Yesterday, Fashola said, if they say, where is the change? Tell them that you are doing more with less. That is the change.
All right.
I'm not going to.
Okay, let's bring in Aliyu Abdullahi. Okay, now, Joy Bokwe says there are no oranges to share. There's no cake. There's really nothing on the table for any of the, party faithful to actually share that this is a new day with the APC. As a matter of fact, it's a new day with Nigeria. But it seems the party is fragmented. And can a fragmented, broken party really deliver on the promise of governance, of taking Nigeria to the promised land the way it is now? A new chairman is about to emerge in the person of Adams Oshomole. It looks like his job is cut out for him.
Well, if you are talking about what do we do especially in light of the moving forward,
yes,
with this complaint from the aggrieved members of our members, let me tell you this. APC is a party that has been receiving people, the confused defectors from all across the country. So, although it's not good for any party to lose one member, no matter who that member is or how good or bad that member is. It's not good politics. But at the same time, I think if you're talking about how can we deliver on good governance or on the election, on the 2019 elections, in light of this fragmentation, I think we are on solid ground, because if these people couldn't resolve the grievances they have, I mean, we will march forward. We have a lot of Nigerians backing, especially the masses who are ordinary day Nigerian people. And don't forget that President Muhammad Buhari comes into power on the strength of people, ordinary people, that actually understand what he stands for, the integrity he has. And now, in addition to that integrity, he has a track record of performance. In all the areas he mentioned, we campaigned about the 3 areas: security, anti-corruption, economy. I know a lot can be done in some of the areas, but much has been done if you look at where we are coming from. So, and again, about the aggrieved members, it is better, if that cannot be solved now, for them to leave the party, and that's my opinion, personal opinion, to leave the party now rather than later. And you see, from their letter, the 7 days ultimatum they gave to Mr. President does not indicate a good faith negotiation on their parts. Because one, they knew the president is not around. Secondly, the time is too short for any meaningful consultation and negotiation to take place. And like Mr. Joy Boke said, some of the people that came from the new PDP, I'm sorry to say this, some of them, they don't understand the meaning of the change that the APC has preached about. Some are used to the old ways of PDP. Where resources of of this country are shared to party faithfuls, contracts, appointments, without looking at the merit of those people who are supposed to do that or to get that, whether it is contract or appointment. But this is a new order. This is not the old order of doing things like the PDP.
All right.
Things are done in the right way now. I knew for a fact in those days under the PDP administration, where I worked before, contracts are given strictly only for PDP officials and chieftains of PDP. But now it's not like that. I'm not saying people should not be rewarded. You can be rewarded, but under the due process. And a lot of people, even from the new PDP bloc, are being rewarded.
Okay.
All right, let's bring in Joe
due
here.
process.
All right, let's bring in Joe here. Well, Oyelola, as we know, has gone already. And whether you like it or you don't like it, more will go. But what should be APC's political calculation at the moment?
No.
You see, APC is with the people. The actual people that do the voting. APC is standing on high-level performance. They have a lot to bring to the table. I am not advocating that they should leave. But like Aliyu said, the timing and the 7 days ultimatum, 7-day ultimatum, means that they have made up their mind.
Yeah, that's why I asked the question. What should be APC's political calculation at the moment?
Well, we have leaders. You see, I remember in South Africa, when during the time of Mandela, during the struggle, somebody said, "Look at that man there. We're going to kill that man. He's ruining our future." I said, "Look, if you kill people, you kill hope." I'm not going to. I won't be stupid to dismiss these people with just a wave of hand that they do not matter. Everybody is important at this critical point in the nation's history, because when you are moving from a particular standpoint to another, change is a difficult thing. This administration is trying to move Nigerians away from what they have known for close to 30 years.
You seem to believe that these people are not amenable to the change that is right now. You said earlier that APC is still very much with the people, but the question is, are the people still with the APC? As 2019 draws closer, in terms of the deliverables, would you really confidently say that the APC has delivered on its promise?
I am one of them. I am ready. I don't work in Abuja. I work in Lagos here.
But you work for the APC?
In Lagos.
Let me just read what this nPDP said. Quote, "We envisioned a political party that would promote equal rights for all Nigerians and ensure rapid and even development across the country. And this cannot be achieved without ensuring justice for party faithful and citizens." What they are saying, in effect, is on this score, the APC has not delivered. And so we're not too sure about our membership of this party.
You are talking about party.
No. They said for all Nigerians, equal rights, promoting equal rights for all Nigerians, and ensuring rapid and even development across the country.
Anybody can put down anything on paper just to make a point. I come from Southeast. How many votes did Southeast deliver to APC? 93,000. But go to Southeast today and see what is going on.
Well,
in terms of road network, major federal highways that were not touched for 16 years is coming up. Government does not share money. I may need money, but government doesn't share money. It's when you put this infrastructure that we know that drives the economy, that people like us will start, the business will thrive. That's what this government is doing. Even in the face of adversity, even in the face of low income, we are getting more. Oil is sold for 150, 156 here in this country. We didn't see these jobs coming up. We didn't see these roads being built. We didn't see the bridges. The other day I was coming back to Lagos, and I stopped over at Onitsha to look at what is going on at Second Niger Bridge. And I saw what's going on. It was there for 16 years. We didn't see anything, even in the face of oil boom. So why can't Nigerians give this man chance to rebuild the economy? To rebuild a country battered for over 30 years? Let me tell you, this is the first time the progressives are coming to power in this country. And we are doing things after about 32 years.
But the same progressives seem not to be able to organize state congresses,
How?
have a national convention, and what have you. Let me take it to Aliyu Abdullahi, because we don't have time. We really have to wrap it very quickly. Aliyu Abdullahi, you have the last word. Has this government really earned that desire for a second term? Why should Nigerians still stand with the APC?
It should stand with the APC and with President Muhammad Buhari for these following reasons. One, we knew where we were coming from under the PDP. 16 years with the kind of money they earned, and there was nothing to show on the ground in terms of infrastructures, no diversification of the economy. In fact, when we came on board, we made an empty treasury, a depleted foreign reserve. Now, look at, like Joey Bokwe said, with the low income we're earning, just $4 billion or so, we were able to spend more than 30% of that on capital infrastructure. From Lagos to Ibadan, right now there is a railway that is actually being constructed that may be concluded before December. When it comes on board, it will help the people of that area. There will be another one from Ibadan to Kano, from Lagos to Calabar. But beside all this, look at the diversification of economy into agriculture, the rice revolution. We reduced import of rice by 90% into this country. And there are a lot going on, and we have drawn the map. A blueprint on the way forward for this country has been drawn by APC government. If we go back to yesteryears, all these things we are seeing, they will actually no longer, they will not continue that.
Yeah, but there are people who will debate these points and say that the masses who really should feel these things are not
the only thing they can do
but unfortunately,
money.
We'll have to leave it there.
So all the foreign reserve, we have so far South Africa as a foreign reserve.
All right.
All this money that is being gathered will be dissipated. People will loot it if you didn't bought APC.
All right, Deputy Coordinator
so this
Buhari
is why
Media Organization.
Is the right person to go.
Deputy Coordinator Buhari Media Organization, Aliyu Abdullahi, we thank you very much indeed for talking to us. And Joe, just before you go, please, if you grant me the latitude, production crew, let me ask you this question, but very quickly, please.
Yes.
What do you say of APC's capacity for internal conflict resolution? We have the Ekiti debacle.
Yes.
Now we have this one again.
It's part of democratic process. 33 solid men gunning for one position. It did not tell you anything. It's because of the party. It's because they believe in the party. These things will come.
But people feel that's even counterproductive for the APC.
They are liberty to be where they want to be and believe what they want to believe.
We are
doing our thing.
All right.
We are doing our thing.
All right, spokesperson of the APC Lagos chapter, Joey Bokwe, we thank you very much also for coming to share your thoughts as always.
Thanks for having me.
Right.
Thank you very much.